Hi guys, welcome to Psychic Astro. I'm so excited to be doing these videos moving forward. So these videos are going to be astrology based on channeled messages that I get from spirit. So please watch the videos based on your sun, moon, or rising sign, whatever resonates the best for you. Me personally, it's always been my rising sign. It's never been my sun, moon. I just wanted to tell you guys that. Maybe that'll help somebody out there. I've also noticed that for me, my rising sign and my natal chart, as well as my rising sign and my progress chart, also resonates with me. Sometimes more so my progress chart than my natal chart. So yeah, I hope that helps anybody out there. Maybe it's worth trying out. So basically what I'm going to be doing in these videos is I'm going to be channeling the transits of the month. I'm going to be going over the themes you guys can expect. I hope, you guys like these videos. I'm starting off, kind of this way with the paper and the pen because I'm new to this and I just need to figure out what works best for me through trial and error. I'm sure eventually I'm not going to be sticking to paper and pen, but this is what I feel comfortable with for right now. I also just want to put a disclaimer out there. As a psychic, as much as I love channeling messages from spirit, as much as I love channeling the cosmos, and although I trust my messages, I don't know, maybe it's my Virgo placement, maybe it's my Capricorn stellium. I want to tell you guys strongly that I believe you guys shouldn't just stick with psychic channeled messages only. You guys should definitely, watch or at least look into professional astrologers' predictions as well for monthly readings. At least that's just how I feel, and I do want to put that out there. To just be practical about these things and, not just strictly rely on psychic messages, okay? All right, with that being said, let's get to it. Hi guys, this video is going to be for my sun, moon, rising Geminis. Welcome. What you guys are looking at is the energies you guys will be walking into in the month of January 2024. Happy New Year. I'm going to be going over this by the transits weekly, and then I'll go over my channeled messages shortly after that. And then I'll update the transits. So let's get to it. January 1st, we have Venus in Sagittarius in your guys' 7th house, and it is squaring Saturn in Pisces in your 10th house. And then that same day, we have Mercury in Sagittarius in your 7th house going direct. And then on January 4th, Mars enters Capricorn. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake earlier. So it was originally in the 7th house, but then on January 4th, it will enter your 8th house in Capricorn. Oof. Okay, so what did I channel for you guys? I'm seeing something about the devil. I'm getting like devil energy and tarot, which can talk about obsessions. Excuse me. I'm seeing this energy pop in and out. So it's not stable energy. It's just, it's just not stable. It pops in, pops out. Then we have 7 of Swords energy. And, obviously everything I'm channeling, it's symbolic. I don't take it seriously. So what I'm about to tell you, obviously don't take it literal. So the 7 of Swords energy, I'm seeing this like taking, I'm seeing this drive by and something being done very sneaky. So I feel like it's symbolic for you guys. If you don't feel like it's you guys, then I feel like it's somebody else doing something fast and secretly behind your guys' back. And then I'm seeing a path with light. So it's a new vision. It's a new scene. There's a path with light, and I'm picking up on the Mars and Capricorn energy. And it's funny because Mars is in the 8th house, so this would normally be dark because this is 8th house matters. This is usually your internal world, or your shadow, or the things going on behind your back, or the things you don't share with other people. However, the sun is here. So when the sun is in the 8th house, there's usually a light is shining in a place where it's dark. So you're able to see something here. So I'm picking up on 7 of Pentacles energy from tarot. Like there's a 7 of Pentacles scene with a woman trying to grow something, but then the scene quickly changes. I see a trophy with flowers in it. But there was definitely a message within that because I didn't see that person doing much work. Like there was definitely a message. Like I saw somebody like planting something, but then all of a sudden there's a trophy and there's like flowers inside the trophy. So something about putting in the work to win, but there's an emphasis on that. Like how much work are you guys putting in to win? I'm seeing something regarding, I'm trying to think about how I want to phrase this. Something about using sex, or maybe it's your looks to control a situation. Like maybe you guys are aware that there's somebody in the workplace, or maybe somebody you guys are connected to in a relationship, but I feel like it connects back to work, and I'll show you guys how I feel like it's all connected to work. That's attracted to you guys, and you guys use this as leverage, or you use this to get something in order to get what you want. I'm seeing like using sex as a form to control. That's what I'm seeing. And then I was also seeing something about, excuse me, a bunch of people coming towards you guys, all right? And your shadow is holding a damsel in distress. So that was one scene. And then there's another scene where there's something about, there's this hallway, and you guys are walking in this hallway, and then instead of there being like a ceiling or a roof above you guys, there's like this ceiling or roof that's see-through, and we're able to see the sky, which is dark with a bunch of stars. And all of a sudden there's a lot of people, but they go away. So I don't know what that's about, but there's nobody there anymore. But there was a bunch of people before. So I don't know if I finished the last vision that I was I'm looking at right now. So there's also this mountain that's on the left side, and there's light, and then there's a mountain on the right side, and it's dark, and then I see a sun in the middle. So there's something about this, because I feel like this is matching up with the energy that I'm picking up on for the first week with you guys. Light and dark, like shadow and light with you guys. You know, I don't know, like this whole reading, like the rest of it for the 2nd, 3rd, 4th week with you guys, I literally had to double check to make sure like I was channeling properly, because I thought it was a bit rough, I'm not gonna lie. But I saw that you guys for like 2024, there's some like questionable things, I guess, for the sun, moon, rising Geminis. So I'm, you know, like what I channeled, I feel like is on point. But, you know, if you guys feel like this is somebody else's energy that you're connected to, then run with that. Or if you guys don't feel like this is your reading, then it's not your reading. I won't be offended. So I feel like with Venus being in your 7th house and this being in Sagittarius, okay,
I feel like with Venus and Sagittarius in general, this is a very fun energy. It's a popular energy. It wants to have a good time. And I feel like this makes sense with me seeing a bunch of people, okay? And then people disappearing, I feel like this makes sense with the square. Venus squaring Saturn, this is never a good time. This is not, it doesn't matter where Venus is. It doesn't matter where Saturn is. It's never a good time. A square is a block. It's a holdup. It's a karmic lesson. A square is looked at as Saturn energy. This is a life lesson that we don't want to learn, but we have to learn. So since it involves the seventh house, which talks about relationships and partnerships, which could involve business, and then we have the 10th house, which literally talks about your career and your legacy, and how you appear, right? Because this is a house that everybody can see you in. I'm going to say that this has to involve definitely attraction and beauty, you guys being alluring and attracting to others. Because when Venus is in anybody's seventh house, I mean, to me personally, this is an annoying energy. I hate having this transit because, I mean, it depends like what zodiac sign you are and if you're a loner, but I'm personally a loner. Like sometimes I'm not a loner and I'm a social butterfly, but it's when I feel like it. So having this transit is annoying because people will not stop bothering you, especially when you have a stellium going on in your seventh house. So you have Venus and Mercury. Mercury is communicating, and this is your thoughts. So by law of attraction, when your seventh house, when you have things going on here, people are going to want to do these things with you guys. So since you guys are Venus and since you guys are Mercury, and this is the house of relationships and partnerships, this is going to pull people in towards you. This is going to make people want to talk to you, and this is going to make people be attracted to you guys. Now, here's the funny thing about that. Since you guys have the seventh house in Sagittarius, you guys can only deal so much with this energy. You know, you guys can't be 100% like, I don't want to say tied down. It's not that you guys can't be in a relationship, but you guys, you need your freedom. You know what I mean? So with a square here, there's something that happens where you literally probably got exactly what it is you cannot stand. There could have been a restriction. You guys could have been held down possibly. And it could have to do with the workplace. I feel like it is like, so for example, what I'm talking about here with freedom, with the devil card in tarot, this talks about obsessions. So if anybody is obsessed with you guys at work, this means that somebody else's freedom is like somebody else's freedom is taken away from them. Their identity is missing. And that's something that a Venus in Sagittarius cannot stand, right? Because they need their identity as well. So this Seven of Swords, a drive-by, something sneaky, this like quote unquote selfish energy, this could literally be like you guys thinking about yourselves, because Mercury goes direct, right? And it goes direct on the same day that Venus is squaring Saturn. So something happens that you're like, no, I don't think so. Like something uncomfortable happens in regards to love or your money. I don't think it's money though. Not with Venus in the seventh house. I mean, it could be. Yeah. I wasn't channeling it. I wasn't picking it up, but let's just say it is. There's something you don't like. It's talking about devil energy. And I'm going to tell you right now, Venus in Sagittarius doesn't like that shit. So, then what happens is Seven of Swords. So it's like you guys need to do something for yourselves. And I feel like the drive-by is you guys literally driving away. And there is that Mars in Capricorn. There is something eighth house. Eighth house is something hidden. So, and it's also, It's something internal. So this could be something you guys are doing that's quote unquote sneaky, because maybe it's like internally you guys are leaving a situation. I don't know. But Mars in Capricorn is exalted. However, Mars in the eighth house is not exalted because there's literally there's no action in the eighth house, because it's exactly what I just said. It's your internal world. Like physically in your body, like inside, you can't see it, right? So it's the eighth house is looked at as psychology. The eighth house is literally looked at as your shadow, because we're talking about psychology. So you would understand natally the 10th house like whatever, like your 10th house placement, their psychology there, the psychology of your coworkers, because the ruler of Capricorn is Saturn and it's in your 10th house right now. So Mars we can think of as fighting, but we can also think of this as sex as well. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because this is what I'm channeling. I'm channeling you guys using sex as power. You're using it as a form of power. And since 8th house connects natally to Scorpio energy, which connects to Pluto, and you guys happen to have it here right now during a transit, this talks about magnetism, it talks about power, it talks about sex. And if it's being used in a way that is not quote unquote evolved, then one may use it in that form. I feel like, and that's what I'm picking up on, because Seven of Pentacles energy would be looked at as putting in work, and the 10th house and the 7th house can be looked at as a business partnership, and the 10th house would be looked at as work, like the career. Venus can be looked at as your money. Saturn is literally looked at as work. Mars can be looked at as putting in a drive. But since it's in your 8th house, I feel like it's connected to coming up with a plan in regards to work, since it's in the house Capricorn energy. I hope that made sense, because honestly, it's just an uncomfortable message to deliver. So I'm just feeling awkward giving it to you guys. So, and because the ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter, it's in your 12th house. And this can be like something, I almost want to say like, secrets, like it's the unconscious mind, it is a prison. And also Taurus is the ruler of Venus, so something is going on here in the 12th house. There is definitely a plan here, and maybe you guys aren't consciously connected to it. I guess there is something here that maybe you guys aren't consciously seeing. Yeah, but with the 8th house here, I feel like there's definitely a secret. Okay, so January 9th, the second week, we have the sun in Capricorn in your 8th house, and it is trining Uranus in retrograde in Taurus in your 12th house. Okay, so anytime the sun and Uranus are talking to each other, let alone in a trine, this is like being able to see something clearly. This is having a eureka moment, getting a download from spirit, an intuitive hit. Or we can say, if it's nothing mentally, where you just like figure something out and you are able to see something clearly, I would say it's just an overall feel good energy. Okay, because Uranus, you can look at this as like a lightning bulb moment. And with the sun, this is a happy energy, a happy-go-lucky type of energy, right? So with a trine is a blessing. This is an energy that's being given to you. It is, or an energy that just comes naturally to you. This is why it's a blessing. So sometimes it's an energy that we don't even realize we have because it comes so easily. So with the sun being in the 8th house, right? And it's in Capricorn, an earth, excuse me, an earth energy. And then it's trining your 12th house, the unconscious, the things that normally cannot be seen. Again, we have two houses that usually cannot be seen, secrets, things going on, sometimes behind your back. You're able to either mentally feel good, or it's just like a feel good day, or just you're able to see clearly in a place that you normally would not be able to see clearly. I just feel like it's a spiritually good day, a good grounding day for sure. Then January 11th, there is a new moon in Capricorn in your 8th house. So you guys will be manifesting 8th house things that are related to work. I would be surprised if it's not related to work, because again, it's Capricorn energy. I mean, I'm going to say if it's not related to work, it's definitely 8th house matters. So what is this? It's, again, things you keep to yourself. It's usually connected to taboo-like things, sex, the occult, your shadow, wanting to transform, wanting to change, wanting to do better. So yeah. January 12th, Mars in Capricorn in your 8th house is going to be trining Jupiter in Taurus in your 12th house. So again, we have a trine, another blessing, and it's the same houses talking to each other in places where we normally don't see something, don't understand something clearly. There's usually confusion or frustration. We have Mars and Jupiter talking to each other. We have Mars, an energy that, yes, it could be like the god of war, but when it's well placed, because it's trining something, there is an initiation here, there is drive, there is willpower, there is confidence, there is action. And it is trining Jupiter in the 12th house. So since this is more like the mental realm, I'm going to say like there is the drive to do something is expanding on this day, and it's probably connecting to whatever it is that's new that you want to manifest. That's what I believe. And then that same day, January 12th, Juno in Virgo in your 4th house goes retrograde. So so Juno is in Virgo. Juno is that soulmate energy. It's the wife of Jupiter. Natally in your chart, this is that energy that would work best for you in regards to a soulmate. So right now, the transit of Juno is in Virgo. So I think of this as the Hermit in Tarot. But right now it's going in retrograde. So I feel like the fact that it's in your guys' 4th house, the place of home, nurturing yourself, being comfortable, mothering yourself. I feel like this is a time to go within. So the following day, January 13th, Mercury enters Capricorn. So Mercury is leaving your 7th house and it is entering your 8th house. So now you guys have a stellium in your 8th house and it is in Capricorn. So what did I channel for you guys for the 2nd week of January? I'm seeing you guys have a conversation with the same person. So whoever, because I feel like it's just this one individual, because originally I'm seeing a group of people and then it changes to, I feel like, just one individual. This is at least what I'm picking up on. So I'm seeing you guys have a conversation with the same person, and I'm picking up on that this person is loyal to you guys, and it connects to the 7th house. So if you guys feel like it's vice versa, like you guys are the loyal person to this individual, you know, then just run with that. But I feel like it's this other person that's loyal to you guys. I feel like someone is obsessed with you guys at the workplace, But maybe it's work competition, but I don't think so. Whatever this is about, though, there is dishonesty with somebody here. Something about using power as a weapon. So it's either using sex as a weapon to gain power, because I was picking up on Mars and the sun energy, and there's something dangerous about it. Excuse me, or just something that's off. But honestly, I was picking up on like danger energy, just because like, I mean, I don't know, like, I don't know who watches these videos, but like, eighth house, I mean, planets with the in the eighth house specifically, you know, I mean, this isn't to insult anybody out there who doesn't like resonate with this. I would say it depends what planets are in there and how they're talking to other planets and what zodiac sign you guys have your eighth house in. But this is like stranger danger, you know, like it really can be, especially if Mars is here. So I feel like maybe however Mars and the sun is aspected, it's like maybe it's like a dangerous game that's being like played at the workplace because Saturn's involved and Venus, so it's like people's feelings are at stake. I don't know, guys. All I know is that when Mars is in the eighth house and the sun as well, like from personal experience, you attract some dangerous people, and it's not fun. So I would just say, like, if this is resonating with you guys so far, like, just be careful. Because the eighth house, it's like, it's, you know, I mean, I feel like, especially while Pluto's still here, I just think you guys got to be smart about this energy, because, I mean, it's a serious house. It's a karmic house for a reason, and people who have planets here natally, they have it for a reason. And I'm gonna leave it there, and you guys can do your own research on that. But yeah, so with Mars being in the eighth house, this is so the eighth house in general is magnetic, okay? So there is sexual attraction here natally. So since you guys already have Pluto here, you guys have been experiencing this. I would be surprised if you said no. With the sun here, this again, because this is Leo energy, so this is another magnetism. Now you have Mars, the original ruler of Scorpio. It's another sexual magnetism. And I'm already picking up on this energy. And you guys already have Venus in the seventh house. So, I would say tread with caution if you guys are playing games in regards to leading people on. Because that's what I meant to say before with the 12th house. Not that it's, you guys can be the secret. That's what I meant to say before. It's not necessarily that you guys are keeping secrets. Yes, the 8th house would talk about that. But when you guys have planets in the 12th house or transits, you guys can be somebody else's secret, okay? So with that being said, I'm just saying your 7th house belongs to Sagittarius and the ruler is Jupiter, and you guys have this in the 12th house right now. There may be something to this, what I'm saying. Maybe this person is your secret. I don't know. Okay, so anything else? And I feel like with that Juno going retrograde in your 4th house, Spirit is telling you guys, especially with Mercury, the ruler of Virgo, and the ruler of Gemini in your 1st house, Spirit is trying to tell you to connect within. I want to be like, and stay home. No, but to connect within, because when you have Mercury here and you have the sun and you have Pluto in the 8th house, this is really like you guys can really be your own therapist at this time. especially since you have Capricorn here, you can really ground yourself. Um, so you can connect with your first house and your fourth house. Um, I don't know. That's just what I'm picking up on, that you guys can go within during this time if you choose to. Anyway, so the third week of January, what am I picking up for you guys? January 15th. Okay, we have Sun in Capricorn in your 8th house, and it is sextiling Neptune and Pisces in your 10th house. Okay, so a sextile, this is good energy. It's not as easy flowing as a trine. With a sextile, you still have to put in some type of work, but you're probably more than likely going to get whatever it is you're going for, but it does require some type of work. You have to do something to get it. So this is talking about your 8th house and your 10th house, okay? So the sun, which illuminates things, you're able to see things, is talking about being able to see something in a place that may be normally foggy. So it's referring to the 10th house. So there may be something that you're unsure about with the workplace, or it may be connected with the workplace, but maybe it's talking about 8th house matters, which is connected to work. But regardless, it's the sun and Neptune talking together. So the sun is shining a light in a room that is normally foggy, and you're able to see through the fog. 3 days later, January 18th, Mercury in Capricorn in your 8th house is sextiling Saturn in Pisces in the 10th house. So very similar energies going on. So it definitely connects to the sun and Neptune. Whatever it is you were able to see, whatever it is you were able to connect with on the 15th, you are now able to articulate and manifest, excuse me, 3 days later. Mercury is your thoughts, it's your communication. Saturn is being able to manifest and do some type of work. And again, this is talking about your 10th house, the place of work, career, legacy, and your 8th house is your internal world, or, you know, the things that are going on behind your back, or, you know, sex, whatever. The next day, January 19th, we have Venus in Sagittarius in your 7th house, and it is squaring Neptune in Pisces in the 10th house. So again, we have something very similar like January 1st, except this time it is Venus squaring Neptune. So with Venus squaring Neptune, I think of this as not being able to see something clearly in regards to either money or love. Or this could be like artistic endeavors, like not being able to see the full vision as to whatever it is you want to be able to paint, you know, or whatever the creative project would be. But this involves your 7th house and your 10th house. So I feel like this is talking about coworkers, a business partnership, or just somebody of interest at work. It's like there is fog here and you guys are not able to see clearly. So yeah, there's a block, there's a holdup, there's another karmic lesson here. Then that same day, Mercury in Capricorn in your 8th house is trining Jupiter in Taurus in your 12th house in Taurus. So a trine, a blessing, easy flowing energy. So I feel like you guys will be able to, ironically enough, have a feel good energy with your mind and with your thoughts, despite some type of frustration in the workplace or relationship. That's what I'm picking up on. The following day, January 20th, we have the sun in Capricorn conjunct Pluto in Capricorn in your 8th house. Now, this one's a doozy. It's going to leave a mark. It is extremely transformative and it is very karmic. Whatever Pluto touches, it will never be the same. I look at Pluto as the reaper, and whatever it touches, it turns to ash. And with the sun, this is it's bright, it illuminates things, you're able to see, right? And what is Pluto? It's the complete opposite of that, right? It's extremely dark. It's dark because it's supposed to be your shadow. And you're supposed to, with the sun, see your shadow. So this way, you can change something, right? Because Pluto is about transformation. You are supposed to transform several times throughout your life for the better, for the higher good, right? And what's the sun? It is the higher self. So yeah, so it's gonna leave a mark. It's gonna kill your ego. So yeah, that happens on January 20th. Definitely double check my dates, maybe off by a day or two. But that same day, Pluto and the Sun then enter Aquarius in your 9th house. Ooh, that's interesting. An Aquarius in your 9th house. Huh. Okay. Cool. All right, so yeah, that's what we got going on. Now, what are my channel messages? I see you guys inside a suite at the top floor inside a building, and you guys are doing something sexual in an office. So I'm telling you guys, if there is no romance going on, then you guys are fully aware. I'm going to say you're fully aware because of all these trines with the sun and Uranus and Jupiter and Mercury, definitely. That somebody is attracted to you guys, and you guys are using this to your advantage. Like 1000%. I would be surprised if you guys said no, and then I would genuinely be curious as to what is actually happening in the month of January for you guys. I would want to know. I'm serious. I would not be insulted. I would want to know. I just would believe I didn't channel your energy. That's all. Excuse me. So I'm seeing that you guys are reading something, learning about something in order to move up in the workplace. I see you committed to this. So, you know, the only other thing I can think of is that if you guys aren't, you know, if it's not like actual sex, right? And if it's not using your attraction in the workplace to move up, and if it's not doing anything that's kind of low-key shady in some type of way, or ethical or moral, like if it's nothing like that, I'm thinking that maybe this whole sexual thing I'm channeling is maybe this Venus energy in Sagittarius. Like maybe it is just this, no, I feel like this is ridiculous. I was going to say your love for the workplace because it keeps talking to Saturn and then Neptune, but I'm not buying it. I'm just not buying it. Yeah, no. Okay. What else? Reading something, learning about something in order to move up in the workplace. I see you guys committed to this. Then, okay, so this was interesting. I see this cow slash bull walking through the dark, and it feels like a mother energy. I'm picking up on the moon, but also Taurus energy. So the moon and Venus is what I'm picking up on. And I started hearing beeping at 4:13 p.m. So I feel like this has to do with mother energy, moon energy. But because it's in the dark, it speaks of lack of nurturing energy, sorry. To the self, because it's in 13 degrees, which speaks of Mars energy or Aries energy. But this speaks of the body. So something to do with your body and an act of the body based off what I'm channeling. So I want to look at this. So the 4th house, again, it's in Virgo, and we have Juno in retrograde. And I was saying this, that I feel like there's something about going within, like probably with Mercury, the ruler of Gemini and Virgo, there's something about solitude, like a message from spirit, like, why don't you just hang out with yourself at home? Because all I'm picking up on is work. And now that I look at this chart, and it's just a general chart, right? Like remember that this is just a general reading for my sun, moon, rising Geminis, right? But you guys have so many things going on from your 7th to your 12th house. This speaks of your public life, and I don't really see much going on in your private life, 1 through 6. So, yeah, that usually depletes our energy in some type of way. But anyway, so I want to look back at these transits based off what I was channeling. So, and where's Venus? So Venus is in your 7th house, and I said I was channeling Taurus energy, and the ruler of Venus is Taurus and Libra. So where's Libra? In your 5th house, the place of romance, creativity, being on stage, children, and the South Node is here. I feel like based off what I'm channeling, we're leaning in towards romance, right? But we're supposed to lean in towards that North Node energy, which would be Aries. And I feel like I'm definitely picking up on Mars energy, but I wouldn't say that would be the North Node type that we're supposed to be leaning into, because I feel like picking up on something else, a different energy of it. So we have the Sun in Capricorn, and it's sextiling Neptune and Pisces in the 10th house. Then we have Mercury in Capricorn, and it's sextiling Saturn and Pisces in the 10th house. All right. Venus in Sagittarius squaring Neptune in the 10th house. Then we have Mercury in Capricorn trining Jupiter in Taurus. And then we have the Sun and Pluto. So the reading something, learning about something in order to move up in the workplace, this is definitely that Mercury in Capricorn trining Jupiter in Taurus, Mercury in Capricorn sextiling Saturn and Pisces, Sun in Capricorn sextiling Neptune and Pisces. Like, this is talking about making your dreams come true. You guys definitely have dreams and desires at the workplace. Pisces talks about dreams and desires. I just feel like Mars in the 8th house, it's debilitated here. So the only thing I could think of is, oh, I didn't see it. On the same axis as Cancer, right? This rules the moon. And I am picking up on moon energy. And the only other thing I could think of is the fact that I'm picking up on Venus energy. It's in Sagittarius, and the ruler of Sagittarius is in Jupiter. The ruler of, Venus is Taurus, and it's, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, I'm just going to leave that there. How it's square, Venus is squaring Neptune, so something is just getting lost in regards to, I don't know, I'm just picking up on not being able to connect with something that really matters, that with yourself. That's what I'm picking up on, and I'm sure it's in front of me and I'm just missing it. So I'm just going to move forward. January 23rd, the last week of January, Venus enters Capricorn. All right, so Venus enters Capricorn in your 8th house. And then January 25th, there is a full moon in Leo in your 3rd house. January 26th, Uranus goes direct in Taurus in your 12th house. And then that same day, Sun in Aquarius is squaring Jupiter in Taurus. So Sun in Aquarius in your 9th house is squaring Jupiter in Taurus in your 12th house. Okay. The following day, January 27th, Mercury in Capricorn is conjunct Mars in Capricorn in your 8th house. And then that same day, Venus in Capricorn is sextiling Saturn in Pisces in your 10th house. And that same day, January 28th, Venus in Capricorn in your 8th house is trining Jupiter in Taurus in your 12th house. And the following day, Mars in Capricorn in your 8th house is trining Uranus in Taurus in your 12th house. Okay, so that is all very good energy the last week of January. The only rough transit is January 26th. And this is going to be Sun in Aquarius in your 9th house, squaring Jupiter in Taurus in your 12th house. So the Sun and Jupiter are squaring one another. So what did I channel for you guys? I feel like I'm seeing a lot of people coming towards you guys. I see you guys wearing stockings, all sexy, and someone taking it off. I feel like you guys will be dating people, or people will want to be dating you guys. I see you guys on a date, and they're going through their bag nervously. Like you guys are going through your purse nervously, and you guys are wearing those sexy long gloves. But I see you guys having a weapon like hidden in your dress. I see you guys trying to go in your head, like I see there being like being in your head, like mentally trying to be better or be more honest, something like that. I felt like I was channeling the cross or something like that, like trying to, I don't know, like either connect with hope and trust and faith, or just like connect with being better, something like that. So now I want to look back at the transits to see where this makes sense. So I feel like I'm seeing a lot of people come in towards you guys. So Venus enters Capricorn. Okay, I feel like that would definitely be a hot spot. I just do. 8th house. It's 8th house energy. I mean, I know it's in Capricorn, but still. Hold on, Venus. People coming towards you. Full moon in Leo in the 3rd house. I mean, yeah, this could be that too. Let's see what else. Uranus goes direct in Taurus in the 12th house. Mercury in Capricorn conjunct Mars in Capricorn in your 8th house. I feel like that would be mental conflict. Ooh, you know what that is? Ooh, I'll tell you right now. The Mercury conjunct your Mars. So Mercury is your mind, and Mars could be weapons. I feel like there is some type of mental plan you guys come up with. A secret plan. I'm telling you guys. I don't know what this is, but it is involving another person that connects with Venus in Capricorn trining Jupiter in Taurus. Ew, what the hell? Sorry. Trining. This is something that comes easy to you guys. The Mars is trining Uranus. So you guys have Mars. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Venus. So you guys have Mercury and Mars trining Uranus. It's like you guys get this idea, this lightning bulb idea that comes naturally to you guys to do something. I'm telling you right now. And there's action behind it because Venus sextiles Saturn, and it's involving work. Do I think it's actually a weapon? No. Like I said before, it's symbolism, 1000%. But there is, you know, with Mars and Capricorn, there's usually the drive to accomplish something. And I feel like whatever it is you guys want to accomplish, it has to do with moving up in the workplace. And, you know, yeah. What is this? Uranus goes direct. So by Uranus going direct in Taurus on January 26th, this gives you the idea at that point to do something. Like you actually do something with the Venus sextiling Saturn. Let's see. I feel like I'm seeing a lot of people coming towards you. I see you guys wearing stockings, all sexy, and someone taking it off. I feel like you guys will be dating people, or people want to be dating you guys. I feel like a full moon in Leo, this is a popular energy, especially with the sun in the 9th house. I mean, and then all this 8th house stellium right here. I see them on a date, and they're going through their bag nervously, and that's Mercury energy. And they're wearing those sexy long gloves. But I see you guys. That's sneaky ass energy. Yes, 1000%. Hold on, but I see you guys have a weapon hidden in your dress. I see you guys trying to be in your head to be better. Oh, this could be that sun squaring Jupiter. Oh, yes. The sun in the 9th house, and Jupiter natally belongs there. Yes, morally dogmatic. Okay, so when it's evolved, it wants to do good. Okay, so yeah, you guys are having trouble. That's why I felt like I was seeing a cross. Excuse me. So that sun in Aquarius squaring Jupiter in Taurus, when the 9th and the 12th house are squaring each other. So Jupiter is the original ruler of the 12th house. So that still stands true. And then it later becomes the ruler of the 9th house. So there's something about hope and faith here, and trying, like, you guys are able to see that there's something you guys aren't doing right. And you're consciously aware of it because of all this Uranus energy in the month of January and all these trines. And I think you guys will basically like see the light after you guys do what you guys do. So I think there will be some type of action, and but after the action, you guys will be like trying to do better mentally. That's what I'm picking up on. You know why? Because with Uranus going direct on January 26th, I feel like despite all these trines throughout the month of January, you have so much going on in that 8th house, and it's in Capricorn energy, and like you're very driven towards something. It's going to take a little bit more for that like Uranus energy to hit you. And Jupiter only just went direct just a few days ago. So yeah, I think it'll catch up with you, but it just may take some time. But yeah, that's what that full moon's trying to, I feel like, illuminate for you guys, because the ruler of Leo is the sun. So I feel like the sun is also trying to teach you guys like 9th house things. And this is, you know, what's right and what's wrong. That's also one way of looking at the 9th house. I feel like morally, what's morally right and what's morally wrong, like knowing right from wrong. Yeah. So that's what I got for you guys. I know that was a doozy, not the best of the best, but hey, it is what it is. It's what came through. So, all right. Bye, guys.